Houston, you are go for CLI.
Hi, I'm Karl Konrad and welcome to another one of our quick tip videos. Firstly, a huge expression of appreciation to all of our subscribers. We have now topped the 40,000 mark last week. Without each and every one of you, all of these videos would not be possible, so thanks again for your support. Today we compare the differences between the 489 and the 491 visas, the conditions imposed and their pathways to permanent residency. In many respects, both the 489 and the 491 visas are very similar. Both are mostly state-sponsored and some are Australian relative-sponsored. This is why many visa holders get confused. There are tens of thousands of 489 and 491 visa holders spread throughout regional Australia. Of course, many friends on differing visas talk together and it's inevitable that some confusion begins to creep in about visa conditions and how to get PR. Both the 489 and 491 visas have a requirement that the visa holder must live, work or study in regional areas of Australia. These areas were on specific lists when the visa was granted, and the visa holders must keep to their particular list. Now, over time, concerning what constitutes a regional area, no regions have been removed, but quite a few have been added. So if new areas are added later, it does not mean that you can live and work in those particular regions. For the 489 visa holders, there is no other major conditions except this living and working in regional Australia. However, when it comes to the 491 visa, there are many important conditions. 491 visa holders have conditions regarding informing the immigration department when they move their place of residence or change their employer or change the address of where they're working. They can also be forced to provide documentary evidence of where they're working and living. Worse still, there is a condition that forces them to attend an interview when requested. Fortunately, the 489 visa holders have none of these Stalinistic type rules. When it comes to lodging permanent residency, the requirements differ significantly for the holders of these two visas. 489 visa holders only have to wait 2 years after their visas are granted before they can apply for PR. Those who hold the 491 visa have to wait 3 years. Those who hold 489 visas have a residency and work requirement to meet. Those who hold the 491 visa do not. The 491 visa holders only have an income requirement for a number of relevant tax years to meet as their major component. There is no requirement that a 491 visa holder has to work in Australia or live in Australia for any particular period. Both visa holders, however, must have substantially met their visa conditions as a fundamental requirement to lodge for permanent residency. This is where it is stricter on the 491 visa holders because they have more conditions to abide with than their 489 visa counterparts. When assessing the PR applications, case officers will be looking carefully to make sure there has been substantial compliance with visa conditions. Bank statements are often called for to examine the spending patterns of applicants, so you get the idea. Although the 191 visa is not open yet to applicants who have held their 491 visa for 3 years, it is expected that this careful examination of compliance will be the same as for the 887 PR pathway for the 489 visa holders. So you can see the conditions attached to these visas are very different. Also, the requirements to be able to lodge for permanent residency are nothing like each other except for the substantial compliance issue of meeting your visa conditions. This is where the 489 visa holders have a much easier time, for the conditions imposed upon them are significantly less. Still confused? We are always here to help you out. Book a consultation today to speak with me or one of our other agents and we can go through these requirements carefully with you. Don't forget to join us on Facebook as well, and when you have time, cruise over to our blog section of our website where we have lots of articles already on this topic. I'll leave a few links in the description below to start you off. As always, take care out there and I'll see you next time. So bye for now.